This is Jimmy Whittaker speaking, and I'm going to show you how to install a new bathroom from scratch. Basically, this was a room that didn't contain a previous bathroom, so we'd have to hunt about for a source of hot and cold supply to feed the bath, to feed the basin, and the cold air supply to feed the toilet. But first of all, let's start the project and see some of the problems we faced. One of the walls showed damp. This is the external wall. You see a combi boiler there on the left and a window, and you see the wet and damp patches, particularly beneath the ledge there and above. So the first thing to do was to get a shot of all of the damp plaster, clean it out, allow it to dry, fill it, and then sand it down, and when that's dry, give it 2 coats of PVA adhesive, which acts as a sealant and a barrier against any future ingress of water. Also, this horrible door and the bookcase there, you can see it on the left, that will be taken down, the holes filling that door, replaced by a pine door with nice new fittings. So here's the wall. It's been cleaned and prepped and filled and sanded down, and all is what we need to do to that is to put on some good old wood chip paper, allow it to dry, and then whack on good old magnolia paint, 2 coats of emulsion on that before we actually start on the new bathroom itself. Right, here is the room, practically that wall now practically complete. That will then be 2 coats of the good old magnolia, and the ceiling paint is white. However, look at that in the left hand corner. Beneath the combi, when I took off that cover, we found pipework. However, better still was, if you look over there to the left, that's a partition wall, i.e. it's been stuck up to make the loft or this small room more square, and hopefully when we dig in there we will pick up a hot and cold supply. We actually did that. One of the things, don't forget to turn off the water, either turn off at the combi or the main stopcock, or go outside and find your water company stop valve. There is the wall now papered, and you see there on the left hand side I've just started there to paint it. Now Ryan Day had a look outside and found the main drain. There's not a lot there to see. However, the pipe on the left is from the sink in the kitchen, and the one on the right is from the basin in the downstairs bathroom. Eventually they will be re-plumbed to fit into the main saw stack, which will go over this existent main drain. There is the room practically completed. Before we start on the bathroom, that carpet will be taken out, and we'll put down a tile floor or maybe a vinyl floor. Also, more importantly, is if you look over there on to the left of the boiler, that is into a void, a partition, and hopefully we'll be able to cut in there, tee off the hot and cold, so we've got a source of hot and cold, and also be able to go through the wall behind that, which will then be used for the drainage for the bath, which will go along that, and the space there that will eventually be framed out, plasterboard put on, the join will then be rendered with some poly filler or filler, sanded down and painted to match the existing paintwork. Like I've said, there was no waste system in the existent room, and this is the sole stack we actually installed. It consists of two inlets. The first one on the left hand side is for the toilet and for the basin. The one that's closest to the vertical black pipe, you can just about see it there, that will be the drainage system for the bath. Both those holes will then be filled with cement and sand to stop water from getting into the room. This is the main drainage from the new bathroom upstairs, and you see there it's been connected up to the drain there. Eventually that will be tidied up with some cement and sand so it's not exposed and looks nice, and also we'll plumb into that drainage system the waste from the sink in the bathroom, and also from the sink in the kitchen. There's that good old boy there cutting down, planing down a door there. I suggest that you do this in a different room than the bathroom, which we've just cleaned out and painted. Rather than the toilet, what happened was I shopped about and bought this piece, an off-cut of high quality backed vinyl. In fact, it was black and the magnolia, which would match the chosen colour scheme for the new bathroom. And this just shows the room that we cut down the doors. Now, behind that partition, behind where you see those tiles, is where we actually cut into the hot and cold pipe feeds and fed them by plastic pipe into the bath. There was a second T there off, and this was then connected to the hot and cold pipes there on the right hand side. These are copper, and these will go round the skirting, past the combi boiler, past the window, and round to the opposite wall, where they will then be connected to the toilet pan, and to the hot and cold of the new basin or sink. Putting in this bath is not straightforward. You have to build a 2x4 frame and then attach the bath and the bath panel to that. However, a tip is, when you put in the bath along that edge where it touches the walls, put a stack of clear silicone in there before you start to tile, because what will happen is no water can get along the bath and tile line, and also eventually along the bath and tile line that will have a bead of high quality acetoxy white silicone. Don't buy the cheap one, buy the most expensive one. It costs about a tenner a tube. The tiles there, you can see there, they've been placed using tile spacers. This is a new basin. There's a few tiles there, you can see them, but you can see that stuff on the left and the right hand side. That's a piece of toilet paper, and you know why? Because the basin is not straight, so therefore we've used that little bit of packing to ensure those tiles are in alignment. This picture shows the main new soil stack, and you can see there are two pipes from the left and right going into the down air pipe that leads into the drain. Of course, these are, one on the left is from the sink in the kitchen, and the one on the right is from the sink in the old or downstairs bathroom. This just shows the basin. It's been grouted, etc., and what we've used for that is that sponge, a palette knife, and that special foam backed trowel there on the right, and that was used to effectively grout the tiles. This just shows the tiles again. This is on the bath right hand side there. You can see where it's been filled with that air partition, and this will then, again, like I've already said, we will run a high quality silicone bead along the junction of the tile and the bath to ensure water cannot get behind them. This is the new door. It looks a damn sight better than the previous dark brown door. It matches the floor practically, which is pine. One thing about that door is use high quality hinges. You find that it makes a much better job. They are steadier, so when you hang a new door, always purchase high quality hinges. This is the new bathroom, now practically installed. You can see the copper pipes there going round the perimeter attached to the skirting. Eventually they will be painted white to match the skirting. Here is another view. Again, those copper pipes, they will be painted white. This shows the position of the new basin or sink and the toilet. There was not sufficient space for the toilet to go straight out of that wall, so in fact it's been put in that position in line with the basin. And often in bathroom design, if you can have 2 or 3 of the units, preferably all 3 in a straight line, it makes the plumbing job a damn sight easier. The copper pipes there, they'll then be painted white, and you see there we've used flexi hoses to connect the basin and the toilet. There it is again. Like I said, there was not sufficient space to get the toilet in, so we've had to use a flexible piece of hose. You can see there on the left, which connects the toilet pan to the main stack outside. Again, that will be filled with a mortar and cement mix. Almost there now. That's the completed bath. Like I've said, the copper pipe there, that will be painted white. However, look there on the left hand side, electrical sockets in a bathroom not allowed. They will be taken out. And again, you can see there the electrical sockets by that right, they will be taken out. This video was made by Jimmy here and accompanied by his big buddy, the big Ryan Day. Very able, very capable young man. And the final picture there is just another picture of the soul stack. Like I said before, that halfway along there is the outlet from the bath,